Richard Pryor, a world-class comedian and actor. Lived from 1940 to 2005. Died at the age of 65, too young. I've got an interview with him here that I want you to hear. And, you know, when you look at my little banner down there, you see that empowering humanism is one of my goals. I want you to hear the humanity in Richard Pryor's voice. I loved him as a comedian and an actor. But now at the age of 52, reflecting on him as a person and hearing the gentleness and the compassion and the humanity in his voice helps me appreciate him in a whole new light. So take a listen to this.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah, I'm probably afraid of that, because then people don't hate each other, and people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
I think that's something we got going on these days more than ever. Keeping everyone arguing about stuff that doesn't matter so that they can keep on doing what they're doing.
Greedy people.
Greedy? I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you've dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white, I'm going to use this.
Right, absolutely.
Get this job, I'm hungry, But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but...
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be... I
want you to really listen to this answer, this question. So he's asking, how long is it going to take? People like you, people like me, people who don't want racism in this country.
Pressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things.
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, it just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
Levels them.
Pretty soon it's all gone.
Is that what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.
What do you...
That is exactly what a cesspool sounds like. So, Richard Pryor there. I just think that's... His thoughts are profound. And this interview may have happened some years ago, but I think many of the things he said there are even more true today than ever before. Keeping everyone divided, keeping them arguing about things that don't really matter. Meanwhile, they go on taking advantage of the systems that are in place. Dismantling the protections, dismantling the checks and balances that were there. In his 30s. Life doesn't give us forever. We don't have an unlimited amount of time to make a difference. I'd like to make a difference. Appreciate your help doing that.